There are 50 must-have purchases in Red Dead Online, and now let's see how much money and gold you will need to buy them all. The first one is Painted Black Deadeye ability card upgraded to level 3. It's just a must-have ability card for fighting NPCs, other players or hunting. You can mark your enemies with help of Painted Black, but the most importantly, when this Deadeye ability card is active, you receive perfect accuracy. Anyway, you can get Painted Black ability card for free during tutorial, or even if you will decide to skip the tutorial, but to use it effectively and not run out of Deadeye immediately, you will have to upgrade it, which will cost quite a lot of money, $350 for a second level and another $500 for a third level. Next must-have purchase is Warmint Rifle. And yeah, this list is in the order in which players usually buy these items, from low levels to higher levels. Anyway, Warmint is definitely one of the first weapons you need to buy in Red Dead Online. It's extremely cheap but pretty effective. You can hunt birds or smaller animals like rabbits, you can fight NPCs because headshot is deadly, and you will also need it later on higher levels for collector and naturalist roles. Next we have fishing rod. You will need it for many daily challenges, and also when you fishing you level up health bar. By the way, if you have a controller, don't forget to go to settings and change hold to reel fishing from off to on. You will thank me later, and also fishing will be much easier if you will purchase special spinner. Next we have a bow. It's not only good for hunting bigger animals like deers, killing NPCs in stealth or fighting other players on higher levels with help of dynamite arrow, but also when you kill enemies using bow you level up your health bar, and by the way it's much faster way of leveling up health bar than by fishing. Next must-have purchase is a good horse, but first you will need to unlock second stable stall, which will cost $100. And now we can buy the best horse. To be honest, there is a pretty small difference between different horses in Red Dead Online, but considering all parameters and price, Mustang will be definitely the best choice, especially for beginners, and it's another $500. To hunt bigger animals like alligators or deers, we also need some rifle. It could be Springfield bolt action, or if you don't rely on auto aim and Painted Black, rolling block rifle. It's a pretty close choice, so let's choose bolt action rifle since it has the lowest level requirement. The first roll on the must-have list is a bounty hunter. It will cost you 15 gold bars. Bounty hunter role has pretty cool cosmetics and interesting legendary bounty missions. But the most importantly, unlike with the other roles, by grinding bounty hunter role you will be earning not only money but also gold. Anyway, reinforced lasso is a must-have purchase for a bounty hunter role grind, because it will take much longer for NPCs to untie themselves. Also, reinforced lasso is much stronger than regular one in PvP. Next must-have weapon will be extremely useful in both PvP and PvE. I'm talking about Lancaster repeater. It's fast, accurate and has a good ammo capacity, which makes it a great choice when you have to fight a lot of enemies, like in call to arms modes for example. And since it's a repeater, you can even use it to hunt medium-sized animals like foxes or coyotes. By the way, for each weapon you will need to buy upgrades, especially rubs, you will need to buy ammo, you will need to buy gun oil. It's also must-have, but I'm not even mentioning such things on this list. I decided not to include consumables, cosmetics and small improvements that you need to purchase for each weapon. So next must-have purchase is prestigious bounty hunter license, which costs another 15 gold bars. It not only adds 10 levels to bounty hunter role with different rewards like cosmetics, but also 3 pretty good legendary bounty missions, and the most importantly, a lot of infamous bounty missions, which are like regular bounty missions but much better. At level 25 you will be able to purchase the cheapest second holster, which will unlock dual wielding. Just don't forget to save outfit with the second holster. And now it's time to choose some good double revolvers. It's a pretty close choice between Navy and Lemar revolvers, because they are the best in Red Dead Online. I personally prefer to use Navy revolvers because they have this old western movie vibe. Next we have Strange Medicine, really helpful passive ability card for PvE. It heals you for a percentage of the damage you deal. Just like with other ability cards, it will cost $900 to buy and fully upgrade it. Another really helpful in PvE ability card is called Eye for an Eye. It restores some amount of the die each time when you kill an enemy with a headshot. Yes, it's also pretty expensive, but in the long run it will save you a lot of money, just because you won't need to buy so many tonics to restore your dead eye bar. Pump action shotgun goes next. It's nice to have at least one shotgun in Red Dead Online, because it's super easy to fight NPCs with with this weapon. Also, shotguns can be useful in PvP, and you can even hunt animals with help of shotguns, but only legendary animals. But why pump action shotgun specifically? Well, because according to my tests, it's a pretty close choice between different shotguns, but pump action is relatively cheap and available on lower levels. Collector roll costs 15 gold bars, but you will earn a lot of money and experience for selling full collections to Madame Nazar. For solo players, it will be definitely the most profitable role. Just don't forget to use Red Dead Online Collector's map, which shows location of each collectible item. Shovel is necessary for finding even more different types of collectible items, and it's available on level 5. And on level 10 in Collector's role we have another must-have purchase, Metal Detector. With help of Shovel and Metal Detector you can find full collections of more expensive collectible items like coins, arrows, fossils and so on. If you want to ride without your horse ever running out of stamina, Nacogdoches saddle is a must-have. Simply because it's broken, and that's why it has extremely high stamina drain rate reduction. But you also have to purchase the most expensive stirrups for this saddle for $144. Anyway, on practice, Nacogdoches plus these hooded stirrups will grant you minus 85% to horse stamina drain rate, so you can ride almost forever. Also, don't forget to check upgraded saddlebags category and purchase collector's saddlebag, as it allows you to save up to 7 outfits on your horse. Next item will save you a lot of time in Red Dead Online. It's called Fast Travel Post, and you can purchase it at your camp from Wilderness Outfitters. It allows you to fast travel anywhere from your camp. By the way, some players don't know it, but you can fast travel to your camp even without this purchase from the lowest levels. Carcano sniper rifle is definitely the best weapon in the game. It has high damage, perfect accuracy because it's a sniper rifle, and high fire rate. Yes, you cannot mark your targets with painted black and don't get auto aim, but aim assist in this game is strong enough, so with a little bit of practice you will have no problems with this sniper rifle, and it will be the best choice for PvP and PvE. Also, you can hunt animals with help of Carcano rifle. And sharpshooter passive ability card will help to make your sniper rifle even stronger, because with this ability card, when you aim through a scope, you receive not only extra damage but also damage reduction. Next we have a trader role for another 15 gold bars. It's a semi-passive income in Red Dead Online. You hunt animals, give them to creeps time to time, order supplies to complete small resupply mission, and then deliver your goods to receive some solid payout. This role is especially profitable if you have some friends, because for helping someone to make a trader role delivery you will earn half of the profit and that person will lose nothing. Anyway, to make maximum amount of money with trader role, it's absolutely necessary to purchase medium delivery wagon on level 5 and large delivery wagon on level 10, because they will allow you to deliver more goods at once. And by the way, unfortunately it's impossible to skip medium delivery wagon. You have to buy it before purchasing large delivery wagon. Another extremely useful purchase for a trader role is a hunting wagon. It basically serves as a wallet. You can store there animal carcasses and pelts, including legendary animals, and later when you will need materials for your trader role production, just take them from your hunting wagon. Mauser pistol is an extremely good choice for PvP in Red Dead Online. It's really fast, has good ammo capacity, and combined with painted black ability card, it becomes just a machine for making headshots. You can use it in PvE as well, but will run out of ammo too fast. And yes, obviously you will need to buy 2 Mauser pistols. Then we have a pretty rare case, passive ability card that is equally good for both PvP and PvE. It's called Fool Me Once, and when you have it equipped, you take less damage each consecutive time you are shot, even if different enemies are shooting you, so it will give you pretty solid damage reduction in almost every fight. Another must-have ability card, this time for PvP only, is called Never Without One. It gives you some damage reduction when you have a hat equipped, but the most importantly, it blocks one headshot to the upper part of your head. Then hat falls off, but don't worry, another must-have purchase fixes this issue, we will talk about this later. It's time to purchase Moonshiner role when you already leveled up trader role. You can actually purchase Moonshiner even without reaching level 5 in a trader role, but it will cost you 5 more gold bars. And Moonshiner role is already pretty expensive, so there is no reason to do that. Anyway, Moonshiner is almost a passive income in Red Dead Online. You simply set up production and 48 minutes later spend like 5 5 minutes to make a delivery and collect the money. And yes, to receive maximum profit, it's necessary to purchase equipment upgrades. Consender upgrade on level 5 of a Moonshiner roll and polished copper upgrade on level 10. Next we have Slow and Steady, the ability card. It's considered a PvP card, but it can be used in many different situations, and it's because your horse will not throw you off when Slow and Steady ability card is active, so you can use it for hunting predators, especially legendary animal predators. But still, mostly players are using Slow and Steady for PvP situations, because it not only gives you additional damage reduction, but also protects you from headshots. You can even combine it with other defensive ability cards and create a tank build to become almost unkillable. And speaking about that, for high level PvP you will also need level 3 health tonic, also known as special health cure, but you cannot buy it, only craft it, and for that you will need to purchase special health cure pamphlet at fans. When you have all the rolls, it's time to buy Naturalist roll as well. It's a decent money making method, but not the best one, and that's why most players are buying this roll, because of legendary animals and unlocks like Wilderness Camp. And speaking about that, Wilderness Camp is another must-have purchase, and it's available after you will reach level 5 in the Naturalist role. With help of it you can craft food pretty much everywhere you want, but the most importantly, after you will purchase another pretty expensive pamphlet from fans, it will be possible to use fast travel from pretty much everywhere, and that's a huge time saver. And since we're talking about expensive but useful pamphlets, explosive ammo pamphlet will also help you a lot in PvP, because this explosive ammo does a lot of damage. Just don't use it to hunt legendary animals, as it will ruin its pelt and carcass completely. And dynamite arrow is pretty much the same. Extremely powerful, can be really helpful in PvP, you need to buy pamphlet on higher levels, but you cannot hunt legendary animals with help of it. And the last must-have pamphlet will save you a lot of time, so you want to buy it as soon as possible, but unfortunately it's pretty expensive, so probably you will only buy it on higher levels. It's called Efficient Cooking Skill Page, and it allows you to craft 3 pieces of meat at once. And yes, it's a huge time saver considering how many gold food you will need for both PvP and PvE. Another really good purchase for your camp is called Deluxe Campfire. It provides additional seating for your friends, but the most importantly, it speeds up campfire crafting time. I've tested it and it works, you will craft food much faster, so another time saver. And last must-have items you can purchase from Gus. The first one is called Ram Horn Trinket. Without discount it will cost you $550. Plus you will need to provide materials to Gus, but you will be able to pick up twice more creeping thyme, oregano and wild mint, the most important herbs in this game, because you craft golden food using them. Then we have a beaver tooth trinket. With help of it your weapons will lose condition on a slower rate, and by the way it stacks up with rubs. And the last thing you have to buy from Gus is any beaver garment set. For example, made of a ZZ beaver for $230. It's because these garment sets work very weird with never without one ability card. And even if you will receive a headshot and your hood will fall off, you will be able to simply re-equip it in weapon wheel. It works only for beaver garment sets. That's why you will so often see griefers wearing this clothing item. Need to mention that last time I checked it worked only for male characters. Anyway, all these 50 must-have items will cost you quite a lot of money, but don't worry, there are a lot of really good money-making methods in Red Dead Online. For example, the one that you can see on your screen now is for collector rolls, so it's solo friendly and brings a lot of money and experience. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, stay safe, stay healthy, goodbye.